Right, ladies, welcome to Mindful Attraction 2.0. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the secret of how Samantha from Sex and the City flirts. And I'm going to show you how to have that sexual confidence and that ability to pretty much do whatever you want without feeling judged. And that's one of the most important aspects about Samantha from Sex and the City, is that she really doesn't give a fuck. Right, along with some elements that I want you guys to implement, because mind you, some of these elements are exaggerated because it's a TV show. So I'm gonna show you how to get away with being like her, having sex with a lot of guys, and without the real problem on people judging you and whatnot. So this is gonna be one of my favorite breakdowns, and to be quite honest with you, it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be a hilarious ass breakdown because I love watching this show. All right, so before we get started, if you guys need one-on-one coaching, just go to mindfulattraction.org, search in-game coaching. I got online coaching, email coaching, monthly coaching, and if you guys want to attend my seminar, you guys are able to see the dates of my seminar. When I'm gonna have it, I'm going to Berlin. I'm going to I'm going to Amsterdam, and I'm going to London this December. So with that being said, let's get started, all right? So here we go. Okay. So the first thing you got to realize about expressing your sexuality as a woman is that you cannot attach your self-esteem to the outcome. You see, it has to be fun. If it's not fun, then you're still attached to the outcome. That's vitally important. Let me show you a video that was based on that, right? And this is what I teach guys. The most important thing when they look at this.
That's quite a package.
Look. I'm gonna show you what I mean by be fun. She's gonna suck his dick and all that sort of stuff. But what's important is she's having fun. Like, she's not doing it just to find happiness. Who knows, maybe. But for the most part, she's doing it because it's fun for her. It's fun. Like, just look at it. Like, if you don't view flirting with a guy as fun, and you view it as a stressful situation, you're not gonna be able to get away with this. All right.
Right, a package.
And the sexual innuendos. She's big on sexual innuendos. You see, like, she's big on big, right? On talking about sexuality underneath the surface and trying to communicate what she wants. She doesn't say, "I want that dick." She says, "Nice package." I bet you love delivering packages, don't you? You see.
There.
See, it's all fun.
How's that?
It's all fun.
Pretty damn good.
I just got my nails done. Would you mind opening my package? Ooh, thank you. Now maybe I can help you with
Package. Fucking A.
Man, I want to be a delivery guy, man. They're all dressed like that, like it just came out of a gay porn scene.
At exactly 12:15, I stopped by to pick up Samantha for our business lunch to decide what we thought was sexy.
Yo. All right, so of course that's pretty much the most important aspect, is having fun. Because if you're not having fun, that means you're not going to be able to express yourself without fear of judgment, and that's the most important thing, right? And that leads me to an important aspect to this, is that you got to be used to being alone. You got to be okay with being alone, you see, and having short relationships. Because if you're the type of person that needs a relationship to be happy and needs a guy to be happy, then this is not the route for you. And see, and being okay with being alone really is a reflection of how you see yourself and how comfortable you are with yourself. If you're noticing that you consistently need to find a relationship to be happy, then that's a sign that you need to learn how to be alone, right? And so why? Because she even says it, right? So let me show you. See, so when your mentality is on sex, this can happen, right? But the freedom will make men want to tame you. So being okay with being alone will cause men to want to tame you. Will cause men to want to keep you for themselves. You see? But you really have to be okay with being alone, because what's going to happen is that being okay with being alone is going to be expressed through how much fun you have with your life, how much fun you have with your own individual self. All right? Let me show you. Show you what it says. Okay.
What? What is it? What happened in the past 5 minutes?
You shop at the boys' department.
So what? The clothes fit you better, plus they're cheaper. Where do you shop? The big and tall horror store?
Yeah. You're nothing but a big dick with a little man attached.
And you're nothing but a big pair of tits with too much extra leg room.
Oh.
Surprisingly, Samantha had
It's all about
found what she was
having. It's
really
all about
looking
having
for.
fun.
And it had nothing to do with size.
Hey, somebody get me a booster chair.
She had found a man who made her laugh. They dated for 2 weeks. Though he was short, it was a very long relationship for Samantha.
You see, and a lot of people believe that never finding a partner in your life is a failure. No, it depends. If are you having fun? Are you having fun? You see, are you having fun with the person you're with? Is it enjoyable? You know, and if it's not enjoyable, why are you still in it? And so a lot of women stay because they just don't want to be judged by other people. And so you got to get to that point where you don't give a fuck. You really don't like being with someone? Don't be with someone. Don't do it because you want comfort. You want to be part of the group because everyone has a relationship. Do it because you want to do it, right? And a lot of times you don't know what you want to do because it's always being conglomerate. It's always mixed into things. You're always being told what you should want to do. So you can never really tell the difference between what you want to do and what others want you to do, because a lot of times our desires come from our fear of judgment, which is to say, people telling us you got to do this, and as a result, we rationalize wanting it out of fear of being judged by others. And you got to let go of that. And you drop that to being present to the moment, observing yourself, judging yourself, observing the difference between what you want and what other people want, and observing how that affects your self-esteem, right? So the next thing which comes into play is being uninhibited. And let me show you the difference between an inhibited person and an uninhibited person.
Very personal.
Can I help you?
Yes. I'd like to return this vibrator.
It's kind of like buying condoms for the first time. It's a little weird, right? And she's uninhibited about the things she wants. I want to show you the scene right here. When she talks to the other women, just notice the contrast.
Find another and go to the cashier.
Desperate need of an neck massage. Too many bells and whistles.
There you go.
Is in desperate need of a neck massage.
There you go.
Oh,
Shyness.
you don't want that one. Too many bells and whistles.
Notice the difference in the
That one
uninhibitedness.
actually works against you. If we wanted to work that hard, we'd get us a man. Am I right?
Samantha instantly established herself as the Mashiko Kakutani of vibrators.
I think that one actually is a back massager.
Not if you mount
Not
it.
if you mount it. No, absolutely not. That will burn your clit off.
Even with underwear?
Even with ski pants.
All right, so that's one thing, is that you got to be okay with talking about sex. Like, it's not about, yeah, I'm okay with it, but rather being okay at an emotional level where when you talk about it, you don't feel that fear. You feel comfortable, chest like this, relaxed, right? And there's no judgment. And again, it's not about that you don't give a fuck, that you have no social inhibition. I mean, no social awareness, because sometimes you can't be talking about sex in front of people. But the fact that you don't emotionally react to it. And that's an important thing. It's the fact that your body is at ease when other people are watching you talk about sex. You see, people try to control you through their judgment. People try to control you through making you react in a certain way and making you agree with their judgment. You remain unreactive. Because you're expressing yourself. It's fun. You love talking about vibrators, which in reality they're hand back massages, right? You love talking about that. You don't mind talking about it, and you don't even give a fuck what people think about you talking about it. You see, but if in order to integrate all of this, right? You have to. Well, I'm just gonna keep talking about this, right? Another thing is pride in being sexual. That's another part of who she is, being prideful of being sexual. Let me show you.
Hey, welcome. Come in.
There you go.
He is hot.
Fantasy. I can masturbate me down in
This is more about being proud of your sexuality and embracing your fantasies. A lot of women have fantasies that just don't want to do it because they're afraid. You see, being like Samantha is about knowing your fantasies and trying to live your fantasies, because you're only young once. You're only young once. And so if you only have one body, one lifetime, why are you inhibiting yourself because of what other people are thinking? Just notice the way that she reacts and notice how she is. It's a big difference, and that's what the difference between an inhibited person and an uninhibited person.
Street and enters me. What do you do for the next 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Stop! You were talking about a priest.
It's a fantasy. I can masturbate to whomever I like. It's imagination.
The taboo.
It's fun and perfectly healthy. Mm-hmm. Who do you all fantasize about?
Russell Crowe.
Jinx, you owe me Coke.
That's amazing. What do women do before Russell Crowe?
George Clooney. Clooney. Clooney's like a Chanel suit. He'll always be in style.
I used to masturbate to a busboy who was rude to me once. What do you think that means? Fine, the cheese stands alone.
Oh, come on, Charlotte. Get that judgmental puss off and join in. Who do you fantasize about?
You see, it's all about being, oh, I don't want people to judge me. No, fuck that shit. Talk about who you want to suck. You know, like you want to be able to do that, but it's a show. So mind you, there is a certain level of social awareness you gotta have. We're gonna talk about that, but just keep watching. Just look. Inhibited.
Private.
See?
Oh, come on. It can't be any worse than a priest and a busboy.
We're not moving on till you tell us about one of your masturbation guys.
It's no big deal. It's all in her mind.
It's not guys. Lately, it's
Just one man.
LL Bean.
No. Trey.
So yeah, anyways, so that's one thing, is that what you want to do in her case, right? For example, notice the way she's talking, right? Notice right now she has to be feeling some emotions, right? She's feeling some emotions. What you want to do is when you feel that emotion, you don't want to say, "Oh fuck, I want to make myself feel better. Let me say something." No, you want to be in the emotion and observe the emotion. Be fucking there. Feel that sensation. Don't even try to change it. Sketch out the sensation by being present to it. Feel what it feels like to be inhibited. Feel that, right? And breathe into it. You will allow your body to process it. After a while, you're not going to feel that. But when those moments come, you want to be there, be present. Don't try to feel better. Don't try to remove the emotion. Just stay there, all right? Now, the next thing you got to realize is that in order to be like her, like Samantha, you got to model a sex symbol. Make it simple. Robert Greene said, your clothing must amaze and be harmonious so that one object of clothing doesn't draw too much attention. The clothing, your presence, must be charged and larger than life. A fantasy come true. In addition to that, right, your clothing has to hint your clothing has to hint at something about you that's unique and sexual. For example, let me show you what she did, right? Let me show you how she seduced this one dude, okay? Here it is. Sorry about this. This may take a while. Where is this? Because remember that scene with the, is it this one? Here it is, right? 1 second, ladies. Trying to find the video. Here it is, right?
That's quite
so remember the scene, right? Your clothing you cannot look too slutty, but your clothing must insinuate one aspect about yourself and subtly. Don't just say I got nice titties and nice ass and wear short sleeve, short shirt, right? Whatever the hell that is, and short skirt. No, too slutty. You want to find one aspect and subtly highlight it like she did here. You see? Look, just subtly. Subtly. Again, look, you see? Subtly, that's all. Like, you notice it's favoring one part, right? You see that? It's all subtle. It's nothing obvious. Just little hints of sexiness, right? So the last thing, another thing is, in other words, play to a hot stereotype. That's what I'm saying. Play to a hot stereotype. Because women can dress in certain ways to look like Egyptian goddess or look like a certain fantasy figure. You could dress in that way to insinuate it, right? So another thing, and most importantly, you gotta make yourself look like you got to make your victim feel a mixed emotion, from exotic pleasure to desire to reform and tame her, right? So you got to give a desire to be with you, but at the same time, a subtle desire to tame you, right? And the way you do this is to give the air of innocence and vulnerability, right? Don't just look too sexual and too dominant. Be a little sexual. Like, if you're too sexual, hide it under the air of innocence, like the little girl who doesn't know what she's doing. You see, like, if you really know how to suck a dick, act like you don't know how to suck a dick, right? Because the contrast, right? You wanna at the non-verbal, you want to scream sexuality, but through your verbal and your direct action, you want to speak conservatism, right? So that's the sexualness is underneath the surface. A guy's gonna feel like, and a guy's gonna know your sexuality, but you want to match that with an air of innocence and vulnerability. You have to do that. It's kind of like Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe looked like a sexy motherfucking girl, but she also gave the vibe of the innocent girl. And that's what you want to do. You want to find that sweet spot, right? That's how it's done. You want to find that sweet spot, and if you don't find that sweet spot of innocence and vulnerability, it's going to come across as too whorish and too slutty, right? And you don't want that, right? But again, the most important aspect to this is to have fun. You have to have fun. If it's not fun, if it's too stressful, it's not for you. Go to church. All right. Anyways, this is Alex from mindforattraction.org. If you guys need one-on-one coaching, just go to mindforattraction.org/in-game coaching. If you guys want to attend my seminars, you guys can check the link below, and you guys can attend my seminars over there. Anyways, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.